to change.
Yeah, we're about to get wet later tonight across the river valley. We're already getting the showers in northwest, but we've got several different things headed our way for the next 48 to 72 hours, but we want to focus in on what matters most. Right now, the heaviest snow is going to be mainly north of the storm track of that low pressure that's going to swing on through Arkansas and Missouri. It looks like over time, that storm track continues to go farther towards the south. That means northwest Arkansas, yes, we have chances for ice, but the snow chances are really ramping up quickly. In the river valley and most of central Arkansas too, we're not sure if the coldest air will be able to make it all the way towards the south until the whole system's kind of wrapping up. But overall, the biggest impact for the river valley and much of central Arkansas will be ice. And then eventually we'll throw a couple inches of snow possibly on top too. Here's the latest on our ice threats. In northwest, about 1/10 of an inch of ice for the main cities from Fayetteville north to Bentonville and Bella Vista. In the river valley though, I think a lot of us will try to get close to 1/4 of an inch. Farther towards the south, closer to the Ouachita, so now we're south of Kavanaugh, south of Mount Magazine, really for southern LaFleur County, southern Scott County, we could try to get close to 1/2 inch of ice. The more ice you get, the power outage chance starts to go up. Here's a closer look at some what we're expecting on power outages, because that's a big issue, right? Because we can handle snow, but once ice comes in, power becomes an issue. Well, if you remember that 2009 ice storm that really hit northwest Arkansas, we got 1.5 inches to up to 2 inches. We're not anywhere near that because we're going to get a lot more snow than we got in 2009. But scattered power outages, possibly likely, between 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 inch of ice, but roads are likely to become very slick, but the bridges are going to become dangerous. In the river valley, our ice threats are a little bit higher. That's where we could have scattered power outages, maybe lasting 1 to 2 days. Roads are going to become hazardous too, and tree limbs, once you start getting close to 0.3, 0.4 to 0.5 inches of ice, that's when you start to get tree damage. We're right on the cusp. We'll have to see. Now let's talk about snow, because we'll first start with rain, then we go to ice, and then over to snow. And those snowfall totals are really ramping up for the northwestern corner of our state. In the river valley, we're probably expecting anywhere between 1, maybe 2 inches. A little bit more north, though, and west of Fort Smith, Van Buren. Once you get closer to Natural Dam, Cedarville, Uniontown, maybe 2 to 4. 2 to 4 also expected for parts of Sequoia County, too. The reason why the bands dip towards the south like that is because we're able to get cold air right through the plains of Oklahoma faster than we can get it through the mountains. But once you get up into the mountains, probably at least 4 inches will be likely. 1/2 foot expected, up to about 1/2 foot throughout the metros in northwest. And then once you head north of Crystal Bridges towards Bella Vista, Pea Ridge, Garfield, and Gentry, the new Bella Vista bypass, we could be expecting maybe even over 1/2 foot. A lot of snow continues to be in the forecast. The ice threats go down, snow threats go up. In northwest Arkansas, we'll switch over to ice though, starting tomorrow morning, late morning, towards about lunchtime. We won't probably start to get really slick until 3, 4, 5 o'clock once we get a couple hours of that freezing rain, because roads are still kind of warm. In the river valley, we'll wait. We'll kind of delay things. We'll get showers kind of on and off throughout the day. They'll be light. But then closer to sunset, we'll transition over to some freezing rain. Here's another way to look. In northwest Arkansas, rain and sleet coming in for the second half of tomorrow. And then once it's Thursday, it's snow. Full on, and accumulating snow at that too. In the river valley, it'll just take us a little bit longer to cool down. We'll get showers from the majority of your Wednesday. But then after sunset Wednesday, you should expect to change over to more freezing rain and sleet, and then accumulating snow for about the second half of your Thursday. Here's a look at Futurecast. Rain comes in overnight, and then tomorrow we'll have some scattered pockets of some of that ice and sleet, and then it really ramps up after sunset area wide for your Wednesday, slowly transitioning over to snow from north to south. And guess what, guys? Maybe even more snow coming in on the back side. We'll have to see how much that delivers, but we've got a red weather alert Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure you stay weather advised. Roads are likely to become slick. At least the power outage chance, guys, continues to go down a little bit with maybe a little less ice, but definitely more snow. So then you just have kind of different impacts on the way.
Yeah, a lot of snow too, more than what we normally get.
Yeah, more than what we've had so far this season, for sure.
Are we close enough now to everything happening that the chances of this fluctuating significantly are lower?
The ice threats can still fluctuate. Okay. Ice is so hard to forecast, I'll be honest. Snow, I think we got a decent idea.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Matt, thanks.
Well, still ahead here.